You want to see how big this massive snowstorm is tonight? There it is on the East Coast, the storm as seen from space. And this is the sloppy mess it is causing on the ground, not to mention all the wind and the heavy wet snow. Our extreme weather team is tracking the storm, and ABC's Ginger Z starts us off right now. Ginger.
Diane, Virginia has declared a state of emergency, and one of the big reasons, see this tree across this road? Well, heavy wet snow took it down, and that is just one of the threats millions of Americans are dealing with tonight. Tonight, winds are howling along the East Coast. Low-lying areas in New Jersey already underwater, now under voluntary evacuations. That area, still raw from Hurricane Sandy, now scrambling to protect the fragile coastline from this storm's driving rain, surge, and winds. WABC's Phil Lipoff right there.
We are getting tremendous wind off the ocean here. The ocean that, by the way, is getting closer.
Wind so strong in Maryland, this semi teetered on the edge of a bridge. In North Carolina, real-life bumper cars on an icy mountain road. The federal government shut down more than 200 accidents so far as we make our way through the storm.
So we just had to get off the highway because there's a jackknife semi. We're going to have to go around it. The road's deteriorating every single mile.
We're here in Shenandoah National Park, and every once in a while you'll hear a tree crack or pop in the woods, and you can see why. The weight of the snow is so heavy you can imagine what that's doing to power lines. There have been 250,000 power outages, and at least one person is dead, hit by a fallen tree. This snow is thick and it is heavy, so hazardous, and the storm isn't done yet. We keep saying that the snow is wet and heavy. Well, we wanted to give you an idea of how heavy wet, heavy snow is. So I know what I weigh, and this adds almost 10 pounds. To give you some perspective, that is more than a gallon of milk. Diane?
Oh, thank you so much, Ginger. And as you said, it is not over yet. Let's turn next to ABC's weather editor, Sam Champion. Sam.
Hey, Diane. Yeah, what Ginger just showed you, we have been watching that storm move from Minneapolis all the way to Washington, D.C. as a garden variety but heavy snowstorm. Now that low has stepped offshore. It is cranking up to be a major nor'easter, a two-day weather event for all points north of Washington, D.C., including the Jersey Shore, New York City, all the way into Boston. Watch this low pull just off the coastline and know that it's pushing some very strong winds, whipping winds, a little bit of extra snow, a lot of rain along the shoreline, but the wind and the water at coastal areas may be more damaging than anything else with this storm. Let's show you the snowfall that will fall with this storm. We do believe there'll be in some places like 2 to 4 inches of snow in the New York City area, maybe 2 to 4 in the Boston area. Just west of Boston, we feel like there'll be a heavier hit of snow, and there will be a final blow of this storm Friday morning that delivers some of the biggest snow in northeastern New England. But let's talk a little bit about this wind field, because this may be the most damaging. If you look for the red arrows, and you'll see those arrows, the 30 to 50-mile-per-hour winds, they last until Friday morning. That's 13, 15, 18-foot waves just offshore, Diane. It's going to be punishing along the coastline and a very powerful windstorm up and down the eastern seaboard.